Nearly 200 businesses have been broken into, vandalized, or even burned to the ground in Minneapolis. The violent left is very real, and anarchy seems to be what they desire. A man with a business in Minnesota is clearly troubled by it all. Mike Lindell is the founder and CEO of MyPillow. Mike, is your business under guard right now, my man?
Well, we heard. I'm about 20 minutes from where everything's going on, and we just had yesterday. We sent people home early because we did hear they were coming out that way, but that never came to fruition. But yeah, we're on guard. I mean, we're being very careful. I had all my employees that do work downtown. I even have some of them staying at my house in Minnesota. I'm not in Minnesota right now, but I've got about 6 of them staying at my house, so they didn't have to go into Minneapolis.
What is this like to watch this go down in your home state?
Well, it's sad because I think our leadership could have been very well, a lot more prepared. You start calling in like the National Guard. Why wouldn't you just call them all in? I mean, prepare on a big scale, whether to have too many than too few. And it's very sad. This is where I spent, my whole life. I've lived in Minnesota. I spent so much time down right where this is all going on, and you have so many different things going on at the same time, and it's. But I just think it comes down. We've had some very poor leadership, and from the mayor to the AG to the governor, the list goes on.
You talk about leadership there. I've never seen in all my years of covering news a police department just let anarchists overrun a police precinct. That's on the mayor's shoulders. I believe it goes all the way to the governor here. How do they raise their hands and surrender to anarchists?
I don't know. I don't know what the thought process what was behind that, but and I want to say something too. I think this could have been avoided. I think maybe this is nationwide too. There are bad people in all walks of life, including police, and in Minnesota, we have a thing where you can hold someone for 48 hours without even charging them to see, these cops that were there, all 4 of them. I mean, when you see something so blatant, why weren't they just arrested or held right away for 48 hours? How do we know that he would, all of a sudden wouldn't go out and kill a bunch of people, or who knows? When you get someone that's that crazy to do what he did, and then the other 3 not even do anything about it, and one of them standing on. And I just think that's starting from right there, and then they make a statement. Well, it's the fastest we've ever made an arrest with a police officer. Well, are you kidding me? That's bad right there. There's bad people in all walks of life, and why should they be exempt? And then just one or another, terrible.
You sum it up perfectly, Mike Lindell, and unfortunately I'm out of time. I say run for governor, my man. Why don't you do it?
Well, I'll tell you, if God has me do it, I will do it, because I just see things that are so poorly run, and they could be done a lot better. And it might get down to, if you want something done right, do it yourself. I don't know.
Well, isn't that the truth? Mike Lindell, CEO and founder of MyPillow, resident of Minnesota, watching his state just be utterly destroyed. Thank you so much for coming on this Saturday morning.